So, hey everybody, today we are going to see from 13.4.4 expert systems. So, let's start. An expert system is a computer program that simulates the judgment and behavior of a human expert or an organization that has expert knowledge and experience in a particular field. Typically, such a system contains a knowledge base containing accumulated experience and a set of rules for applying the knowledge base to each particular situation that is described to the program. Sophisticated expert systems can be enhanced with additions to the knowledge base or to the set of rules. The expert system is a knowledge based information system to act as a consultant to the user. Expert systems are being used in many specialized fields like medicine, engineering, and business. An expert system in the field of medicine can help diagnose illness. Unlike decision support system, an expert system interacts with the user to get input and provides expert advice on a problem in a specific domain. Among the best known expert systems have been those that play chess and those which assist in medical diagnosis, such as Maine. The following are the major characteristics of expert systems. ES captures knowledge and expertise of a problem solver or decision maker and simulates thinking for those with less knowledge. Replaces a human advisor or expert for specific domain of knowledge. Its domain of knowledge is narrow, has reasoning and explanation capability. Types of problem treated is repetitive, and the direction of interaction is from machine to the user. Expert systems are distinct from traditional information systems because of two main reasons. Representation of knowledge. Information is expressed in declarative form in contrast to procedural expressions used in other types of information systems. Here, knowledge is stored in a structured, non procedural way. Perform in, in exact reasoning. Reasoning, a process by which new information is derived from a combination or combinations of existing or previously derived information. In this aspect, an expert system comes closer to humankind, which is hardly seen by traditional software. The ability to perform in exact reasoning leads to easier decision making because irrelevant alternatives are reasoned out before the execution of the software. Components of expert system. An expert system consists of a knowledge base and a software module called interface engine to perform inferences from the knowledge base. These inferences are communicated to the user. Figure 13.10 shows the components of an expert system knowledge base, and here you can see. Okay, so let's see. It contains facts on a specific subject domain and rules to express the reasoning capability of a subject expert. Knowledge base is logically divided into a fact base and a rule based. Knowledge means rules, heuristics, non algorithmic boundaries, constraints, previous outcomes, and other knowledge programmed in by designers. A knowledge base typically incorporates definitions of factual knowledge and rules along with control information. Knowledge base format is specific to the implementation of the expert system software. Figure 13.11 shows the components of the knowledge base. Knowledge base contains much of the problem solving knowledge. Rules are of the form if condition then action. Rules can be chained together. Example: if A then B, if B then C. Since A, B, C, so if A then C. If it is raining, then roads are wet. If roads are wet, then roads are slick. Inference engine is software that provides the reasoning capability to the expert system. It processes rules and facts to provide advice on a specific program. Rule based expert systems make use of two types of inferences for reasoning by forward chaining and backward chaining. Some expert systems use forward chaining by applying rules and facts to reach the conclusion, whereas others use backward chaining methods where it is verified whether the stated conclusion can be reached by applying the rules to the facts. The types of data processed by the inference engine are symbolic rather than numeric or character data types processed by other types of information systems. It usually takes the help of heuristic to solve a problem which otherwise leads to combinatorial explosion. In addition to above, expert systems may contain a knowledge acquisition module, which in reality does not form the component of an expert system but is certainly important for development of knowledge base of an expert system. Specially designed languages such as LISP and Prolog are used for programming expert systems. So here you can see the components of an expert system and components of knowledge base. An expert system starts with an interactive query session which is directed from the expert system to the user. In this interactive query session, expert system asks a series of queries to the user and expects a reply from the user similar to a doctor asking a series of queries to the patients before reaching any conclusion on the diagnosis of the disease. The user is expected to give reply to all the queries based on which the expert system recommends a solution like human expert. The advantage of computer-based expert system is that it is unlike a human expert who is prone to environmental condition. These systems are consistent, fast and accurate in providing expert advice. It can also be programmed to give advice on behalf of several experts. This is the reason why expert systems are used as knowledge-based strategic information resources for the managers in an organization. Various information systems are developed with an expert system component built into it. These are called assisted information system. Knowledge acquisition by expert systems. Expert system must liaise with people, experts in order to gain knowledge, and the people must be specialized in the appropriate areas such as medicine, geology, and chemistry, to name a few. Knowledge engineer acts as an intermediary between the specialist human expert and the expert system. This process of picking the brain of an expert is a specialized form of data capture and makes use of interview techniques. The knowledge engineer is also responsible for the self consistency of the data loaded to the expert system. Thus, a number of specific tests have to be performed to ensure that the conclusions reached are sensible and accurate. Figure 13.12 depicts communication between expert system knowledge base and human expert. So here here you can see the figure 13.12 communication between expert system knowledge engineer and human expert. So these are various applications for expert systems in business engineering and medicine. Expert systems ask the user a series of queries and based on the feedback from the user deliver expert advice on the specific subject. Expert systems are used in the field of medical diagnosis, sales forecasting, etc. Expert systems are being used by managers for credit management, employees performance evaluation, portfolio analysis, and production monitoring. Although expert systems are used in many fields, it can never replace a human expert. Expert system can provide expert advice based on the available information and knowledge. Expert systems lack learning capability like human being and have very limited focus area. It fails in the areas where advice requires a broad knowledge base. So here we can see check your progress tree. Let's see the you can see the table also here. Decision support systems and expert system. Let's see the summary. Information needs vary among different managers depending on their hierarchy in the corporate ladder. Information systems are being used since their evolution for planning and operation of the organization. Specialized information systems have evolved for different executives at different levels. During the initial years of evolution of MIS, computers are mostly used for data processing activities. Transaction processing systems have evolved to process data generated from various business transactions. When the data is processed as and when it is generated, it is called online transaction processing system. Sometimes the data is processed in batch depending on the business requirement called batch processing system. Management information system MIS has decision making process of managers interpretation of data and interface with external database is required due to broad nature of top management functions. So decision support system DSS helps to automate routine decision making functions by managers. Structured decision is easy to program. Various statistical and analytical models are used to provide decision support to the managers. The expert system has been designed to give expert advice to managers in specific domain. A series of queries are put by the expert system and based on the response of the user, it comes out with the advice. Expert systems are accurate and consistent in providing expert advice. Expert systems are found in many applications in the field of portfolio analysis, medicine, building, regulations, etc. So, here we come to the end of today's reading. So, thank you, and till then, keep exploring.